Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading. My name is Maria and today is a tarot intuitive story for you if you have a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, Stellium, or you're a cross-watcher. And it's for when you find it. I have a storyline on the table, so depending on when you find it, you'll be at different stages of this story. So don't worry about the past and present tenses, because just understand it as it fits your situation. So we have a reading today about you very, very attentively waiting for a sign. You come out as the praying mantis, and it's kind of like this, it's you frozen, just staring at maybe life or your daily life, to see if there's going to be a change or if something's going to happen. You might be looking spiritually for signs or signs and synchronicities. You come out as you're ready for something to tell you when to go. You want to create something, achieve something, do something, but you're kind of waiting for the go signal. So you come out with that energy in the beginning of this reading. And the way it looks in an underlying description, it looks like this. With you're ready for this apple to fall. You're ready for this ripeness. You're ready for this moment where the thing happens and you can just pounce. Like, I see you being completely still, but ready to pounce as soon as you get the sign, as soon as you hear the bell, as soon as you get a feeling that the universe, or whatever it is that you're waiting for, somebody or something, as soon as they show any kind of movement or give you the go signal, you're gonna go. And waiting for this is not completely easy. You come out with this three of voices, which is telling me that you have to use quite a lot of mental focus to make sure that you don't lose hope, that you don't fall into despair. Excuse me. And so this is also maybe one of the reasons why you're keeping very still, because you're holding steady in order to not lose hope and to not fall into feelings of hopelessness, despair, maybe a little too big words depending on your situation or what we're dealing with, but certainly, giving up on this. Maybe once in a while you have like a late night feeling where it suddenly strikes you like a hole in your pit in your stomach, like what if the sign never comes, like what if the thing is not going to manifest, and then so you're keeping that at bay as best you can. The thing that you are waiting for a sign to do is to shine. You would like to shine. You have something that you would like to show to the world, and you want to kind of go out and say, dun dun dun, here I am, like this is what I can do. You want to participate. Maybe you've had you could be waiting to hear from a job or a person or whatever it is, because you want to come and join whatever it is, the party, a community, or the world again, and you want to step out and let yourself be seen, and so that's actually the thing that you're waiting for a sign about. But it is requiring quite a lot of patience, and I think also it has at this point most likely required more patience than you thought it would have, because it looks to me like maybe a month passed or months passed, and you're kind of like, okay, yeah, but when's the thing coming? Like, when's the answer arriving? When is the go signal? Why am I not hearing anything? And so you kind of, you know, it could also be like a creative project or a creative idea you're waiting for. Either way, you're still waiting, and you're kind of like, okay, yeah, but why? And so it's leaving you in this sort of stalemate position in your life, or in whatever area of your life this is. Could be money, finances, job, could be relationship, could be things like that, but it did come out a little bit like it was something material. And so you're in this situation of like, but okay, but while I'm kind of waiting for this and I'm not hearing anything, it is kind of hard to know if I should stay, or should I stay, or should I go? You know, should I move or should I not? Should I close the door and walk away, or like how, you know, maybe some other things in your life are kind of stopped in their tracks because you're waiting for this answer in order to know what your situation is going to be, what the next chapter of your life is going to be about, like whatever it is that's, you know, that you're waiting for a sign about. It's kind of leaving you in sort of a void, and just feeling like you're sitting on the fence or waiting, and yeah, not super comfortable. So then this happens. The frog comes out. So how it's looking on my table, or how it looked when I pulled out the cards, is that it was looking like this. So you're looking in this direction, and the frog is looking in that direction. And if you can see these two, they look quite alike. They do kind of mirror each other, except this one is bigger. And so how this comes out, it comes out as your higher self. As your higher self. And the way it looks to me, because of the eyes are like incredibly intensive, it looks like, you know, like when your dog wants to communicate something to you and it's really important to it, and it just won't let up. It just looks at you with those, like, the eyes are almost popping out of their face, because they really want you to take a walk with them now. But they, you know, obviously can't speak as such, so they're just trying really to, it's like the eyes of this one is completely almost popping out, because it really would like to talk to you. It really has something it would like to say. So your higher self is showing up, kind of like really trying to nudge you with their eyes, or whatever it is that they're doing, but clearly not nudging you in the way that you're looking for, because you're very vigilant and you're very still and you're very aware, and you're looking for the signs, but apparently not looking for this sign, for the sign that your higher self is trying to signal you with. So I feel like it might show mercy on you and show up in another shape. Could be through a dream, or like somebody who says something completely strange to you in a situation where, if you've ever had those experiences where like you're sitting at a bus stop, and then somebody passes you and says something incredibly profound that's completely out of context, but that answers a question, a deep spiritual question or a deep personal question that you're dealing with. It could be kind of that sort of communication, but this looks to me like your soul speaking to you. Quite beautiful, right? These are from two completely different decks, and they show up in the same reading. And not only do they show up in the same reading, this exact same thing happened in a Libra reading a little while ago, and they fell almost exactly the same places on the table. So it's kind of like a crazy, I mean, if you're a Libra or have Libra somewhere, or you're dealing with a Libra or something, maybe check that one out, because I found that kind of incredible. So your soul shows up, would like a word with you. Would like, and just even if we take just a quick pause to look at this image, it's so beautiful. Just look at your soul, so wise, so loving, just looking at you with so much love and patience, so much happiness, just loving what you are and who you are, and is saying, Taurus, there is gonna be no bell. Not that you're not gonna get the thing, but we're all waiting for you. We're waiting for you to move. The choice is yours. You're the one to say who's to say when this ship is gonna move, when the train should start running. It's actually up to you to move your life forward, to start moving things, actually almost in whatever direction. Just move something, just go, don't wait, don't look at this, waiting for this kettle to boil, whatever that expression is. Start creating something, doing something you love, could be whatever. Just start moving energy around in your life. Actually comes out a little bit. I saw an interview once with, is his name Nick Offerman? He's from the Parks and Recreation series, and he was asked, what do you say to people who wanna start in show business? And he says, well, I always tell them to start doing woodwork, because I was trying for so many years to get auditions, and just it was so frustrating, and always getting refused or rebutted, or just getting no's and rejections, and so it was just driving me nuts, and it was really stressful and depressing. So I started doing woodwork, and the more woodwork I did, the more kind of my career started moving, and just I let go of all of that stress and tension, and then suddenly incredible things opened to me. So I always say, if you want to go into show business, start doing woodwork. And I feel like this is kind of that sort of message that your soul comes out and says, sweetheart, honey, my beloved Taurus, beautiful you, just do something that lights your your love of beauty, lights your eyes, your heart, your body, something to start moving, some energy. And so you, and it actually it's really funny, because then the spider spirit comes out, or the spider, and see, so it's actually, these two are mirroring each other. But what I wanted to say about it is, I'm just realizing, because when I was drawing the cards, these two cards came out upside down, right? The starfish and the spider. And they just really landed like that, and they were in the reading, and I didn't realize until a little bit after, while I was picking out the message. But now I'm realizing with that message that's coming out, because it's really funny that these two cards landed in reverse, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. It makes no difference whatsoever. And I feel like that is actually the message. The message is, it does, maybe it seems so counterintuitive to you, but your soul is actually saying, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't. Just do something. Just do something, preferably something, that lights you up in like that Venus way that's good for any Taurus, like pleasure and beauty and food and nature and, all of these things. But it could be whatever. Because, just whatever you're gonna do is gonna create movement. So your reaction to that message is that it looks to me like your message, your reaction to it is, yeah, but last time I did this, last time I started moving energies, it just drained me. It just completely exhausted me, and I was just doing and getting nowhere fast, Okay, even worse, getting nowhere slow. Like, it was just, you have some bad memories about moving and doing things, but it turned into this like a whole web of things, and like really complicated, and kind of like, excuse me, not being able to move anything and just being exhausted without really creating results. And also it comes out with the Justice card, which to me looks like splitting headaches. It's just like migraine, or just a feeling of like Sisyphus work, rolling a big stone up a hill and then watching it roll down, and then go down and pick it up and roll it up again, and just like, yeah, getting nowhere slow. And you just have some bad memories about, I think maybe your argument is, but I mean, the last time I was doing stuff to move the energies, it just kind of ate me up, and it just became really, really complicated, and it wasn't, and maybe also you're feeling, maybe this is a very confusing message to you, because you might be like, okay, but what should I move? Like, how? So you have a little bit of resistance to it, understandably, because it looks like you've had maybe some stress. Maybe you had a lot of stress or burnout, and so you're not super excited about doing that. You were kind of hoping for that one thing to come in and then show you one way, and then you were gonna go that one way. And so the answer from Spirit is the toucan. Is that how you pronounce this? The answer from Spirit is communicate, speak, use your voice. If you want to have, you can do anything you do will move the energy. But if you would like something a little more specific from that, we're happy to give you this piece of advice. Use your voice, speak, communicate, because you were kind of waiting to be seen, but Spirit is saying, no, we would like to hear your voice. And it really comes out very much as, doesn't also Taurus have something to do with the throat? So I feel like it's the throat is ruled by Taurus, or the other way around, maybe both. So yeah, so there's something about your voice that is a very successful road, or that would be a very successful opening. So it could actually also be as simple as, if you don't know what to do, like just start singing, or writing, or speaking, or communicating. Just delegate, say something to somebody, or that's really what it's saying, because it's gonna bring you to a very powerful truth, to being able to speak very powerful truth, or communicate it in some way. And it's actually gonna create, that oneness sort of that you were looking for, like one direction. It's it's not the band, I don't know, maybe you are a groupie and you're looking for one direction and the road is to sing a little more. That's super silly. But either way, what it's about is that it's that oneness, that direction. You'll find it inside of you. You'll find it inside of you, and it'll turn, from 0 to 100 very fast. You'll really step into like master oratory. Just start using your voice. And this is being underlined by this kind of result that's coming out of it, which is quite spectacular, right? Because it comes out with the 8 of inspiration, like incredibly fast movement into the magician, into just creational magic and power and yeah, there's a lot of creativity, a lot of movement in this, because then suddenly you're not waiting for anybody. You're not waiting for anybody. You are the creator. This magic that you have in your voice or in your communication, that's actually where it's at. And it's not gonna, Spirit is not gonna force it out of you, so to speak. It's really just waiting for you to speak. Open your mouth and speak, because that's gonna get the ball rolling in a direction that is everything you could possibly want. Like really, really, really creating movement in your life towards whatever it is that you're wanting, whatever this is about. To step very, very quickly into this sort of mastery, which is an incredibly high level, moving in no time from minor leagues to major leagues, actually. And it all comes through your voice. And so you came out with this card. I drew at the end transformation oracle card, and you came out with the vigilance card. So it is kind of like a wake-up call. It's not a wake-up call at all in the bad way. It's a wake-up call of just pure love, just absolute and pure love, to tell you you're already a star. You just need to tell everybody. You just need to do it. Just need to show it. Just speak it. Because you don't have to wait for anybody or any sign or any signal. You can go. And once you do, it's gonna be incredibly successful very, very quickly. But you have to do, I feel like the point in time that will demand most courage of you is really just the actual beginning, like the one first step. That's it. That's the portal. Just taking the first one step, and then you'll be on your way, and you're gonna, I think, love it. I think you're gonna really love it. You're gonna love to be this much more than you would have ever loved to be this. So much more free and powerful and beautiful and assertive and communicative. So sorry, Taurus, the video cut out, and then it was a whole debacle with me having to delete things on my phone in order to to make room for more video. And that whole thing actually turned out to be what I think was a message from maybe one of you or maybe more of you. I feel like you actually willed the video to stop because you were so annoyed to be told that you had to use your voice, because that's the problem. For some of you, that's the problem. The problem is that your voice has been cut off for some reason or another. You've been silenced, or you lost your voice, or you have writer's block, or your lines of communication have been cut off, something like that. And so you can't actually do that thing, and that's the thing you would like to do. And so if that's the case, the advice is take up woodwork. Don't sit and look at it. Do something else. Let your attention be drawn in by something other. And then I feel like this reading is saying almost like the moment that you let go of the stress and control and impatience, and you sort of engage in something else, something that lifts you up or takes your focus, it's gonna come back. It's really just a question of you letting it be for a little while. Don't stand up on it and jump on it and be like, work, speak. Just do a little woodwork and it'll come loose. It'll start flowing again. So I hope you got your answer, Taurus. I hope that was satisfying. And so thank you for being here. And yeah, if you liked it, please like, subscribe, comment, and come back again soon. See you for your next reading or another reading. Bye, Taurus.